Okay, first up.
Okay, first up, we actually have two similar products. These are on-off switched USB cables that have both data and power and CC. And so I'll show that on the overhead because people are like, why is this more expensive?
Why is this and not that?
Well, you can get cheap cables that are like USB-C power cables, and we have them built into some of our wall adapters for like a Raspberry Pi. But we got a request to get something that had, you could plug this into like a USB battery pack or something on your computer. You have a USB client, and you see the data lines are passed through. So I think white and green are data, and then yellow is CC. And so you need that if you want to use this for passing through the power delivery configuration. So even, hold on, let me see if I can hook this up. Hold on. Live demo.
Oh boy.
Live demo. So I've got here, my USB-C wall adapter.
Whoa.
Yeah, I know. And I plug in one side here.
Serious business.
Plug in one side here, and I've got this little dummy board. And then this is off right now. If I turn it on, this lights up, and you can see it's set to 15 volts. Maybe I'll make it light up. So 15 volts. And there's a little LED that lights up. I took this apart, obviously. This had a nice case and a cover. But this one is the shorter version. I wanted to open up so people could see the cabling to prove that it's data and power.
Prove it.
And it's nice. Like, it's a good design. And then there's also the longer cable which doesn't have the same button. I don't know why they made one with like a push button and one with a switch. But same thing. It's just 1 meter long. But yeah, the reason these are a little bit more expensive is because they have the data and CC lines coming through. But you want to use this with something like a Sparkle Motion, which might want 12 or 20 volts. Or if you just want something that definitely has power and data, and especially if you want it to work with a MacBook, which requires the PD CC line to be connected, this one will not disappoint. It'll work with any situation.
Okay.
Speaking of USB power delivery, we've stocked these USB-C to DC cables for 5 volts, 9 volts, 12, 15, and 20.
Yeah.
But there's also 28 volts. So likewise, if you look on this wall adapter on the overhead, see how it says 140? And then it's on this little text here, which I don't know if we'll do.
You can zoom in, and you can.
I know, but it's.
And you can have it. You could have it focus on.
Okay, it's just very small text, but I think.
Hold on a little bit.
No, it's just fuzzy.
Wait, hold still.
Okay, all right, wait, okay, stop. So here, yeah, there is a special case. Like some again, not all output power supplies can do this, but this one can do 28 volts at 5 amps. So if you plug this in and you connect this cable, the only thing is this angle is weird. You can see this says 28 volts. So you can get 28 volts, 5 amps. So, it's designed for laptops, but, if you have a any like motor or like power system that you want to give 28 volts, I thought it'd be kind of handy. And you get 5.5 millimeter outer diameter, 2.1/2.5 millimeter inner diameter. So yeah, and good for up to 5 amps.
Cool.
Okay, 140 watt.
Okay.
Let me readjust this for
more
demoing.
Hello.
Okay, hi. All right, so that goes.
Give me an idea.
USB. It's very USB-C today.
Okay, next up.
Okay, now we have 2 USB-C power monitors, which I was using to debug all these devices, but I was like, maybe people want them as well. So what's neat about these is it's bidirectional USB-C, so it's for like charging or discharging, so it goes either way. And this one, what I like extra, you didn't get the graphing image.
Is there a graphing image?
There was a graphing image. Yeah, I remember I texted you and I said.
Well, I thought that it was the other thing. So
okay,
you are right, but
it's not your fault.
No. Here's the thing. You know what? I'm gonna.
Yeah, we're gonna do it live.
Well, this is one of the benefits of not being AI.
Yeah.
This is all I got.
So you click there, and then it was this one. Yeah.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, because I texted you and I was like, don't forget to get this thing.
I think
it was just late. Okay, sweet.
You know what?
Who cares?
I know what happened.
What happened?
See the other one arrived in there? The other image?
Yeah. Oh, it's just like twice.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I got it.
Okay.
I think I got it as it was.
Now you guys know it's live.
Yeah.
So this one shows you, as you saw before, it does like voltage and current and wattage. Also has a graphing mode, which I thought was like really nice because sometimes you want to see the power as it like goes up and down and stuff, and not just like a instantaneous reading. So this one has a color TFT with graphing mode, which I dig.
Yeah.
And it has like 18,000 other modes. It does like overall wattage usage, like battery, assumption. It can determine like your milliamp hour of your battery. Let me see if I can get into. Okay, so hold on. So I have like that 28 volt power supply plugged into here. So hold on, let me rotate. Great. Good enough. Okay, so I'm gonna get the shine. Okay. So yeah, you can see there's like this cool graph mode.
Yeah.
You can change the language, but hold on, it's like gonna end up in. Yeah, hold on. Do I double click? Do I click and hold? Do I click both? I don't remember. I don't have the manual in front of me.
Yeah.
You can change the language.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Yeah. So off. So yeah, power, like voltage, amperage, wattage, watt hours, and then. But I'll tell you, the thing I really liked about this was the graphing. The graphing was a killer. I loved it, and it like plots every 100 milliseconds, I think.
This is just neat to have on you with your stuff going through it with the graphing mode. That's neat. Put that on like a costume accessory as a belt buckle or something like that. That's cool.
I'm not sure how to change the language. It's in the manual, but I don't have it.
Okay, well.
Okay, anyways.
Yeah, cool.
Okay, cool.
Start the show tonight. Besides you later, our team, our customers, our community is, this.
Yes. So we also have, if you don't want the more expensive version, there's a tiny version. It doesn't. This one I actually keep handy all the time because I'm constantly testing USB-C devices, and I'm like, what is the voltage? What's the current? How's it working? Is it in sleep mode or not? And I don't want to pull out like my fancy power monitor. So this one just does one, does basically one display, and it does voltage, current. We use it to, like, for example, test out this selectable USB-C PD device. So it'll work with any USB-C. It'll tell you how much power is drawn, the current. You can actually also get it to give you CPU mode. It has a couple different modes, like where it will like sum the wattage. It'll give you like a tracking since it started. So it's like you don't get a graph, but you get like how much power has been used since it got turned on. But I just think it's great for just testing USB-C and verifying like what voltage and how much current. I use it like when I'm charging, like you can charge a device, you can see, is it really getting the high voltage charge and how much current? There's like little cables that tell you the wattage, but this is much more precise. Here's
the thing about this before we end it.
Yeah.
If you're someone who actually ever needs to wait for when a device is charging as a part of if you're busy, right? You have to wait sometimes. So it's if you need to make sure you're charging as fast as possible, this is probably the best and only way.
But it's also like, again, I get a single, people are like, well, I have a Pi 5 and all these things connected and like how much current is it drawing? And I'm like, I don't know how much your SSD drive is drawing. So it's like this one, I would say, use this and monitor it, and then you can tell.
It's a very good tool because I kind of feel like...
Because it can do spike detection. It'll tell you like the max
everything's
current.
USB-C and we're all kind of on our own. Like, I don't know if companies are... I don't even know what companies are going to do anymore. Is there really any testing for anything? Make sure it's safe and doesn't blow up?
Anyways, I like this. I have it in my computer bag, but I use one on my desk every day because I'm just like, again, constantly testing.
Good for your everyday carry bag.
Every day.
Okay, that's new products.